TT1. We're going to send in another Fnatic guy. Quite a list of achievements there. The game clock has begun the countdown. We're going to have IMYoDa versus Fnatic TT1. Protoss versus Terran. Here we go. I'm pumped.
I bet you are. It's going to be on Shakura's platoon. I'm spawning at the top left-hand side. We have IMYoDa spawning as a baby blue Terran player. And at the top right-hand side corner, we have TT1 spawning as a dark blue Protoss player. So confusing if they both use blue color.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, players like to do that to us casters just to bug us. I was actually told that by Drewby once. He just wanted to bug me, apparently. That was a long time ago. But, so baby blue, for IMYoDa.
I mean, do you remember pre-GSL where all the players were using Korean names? At least now they use English names. We're lucky.
Yeah, that's so nice of the GSL to have their players use their names in English so that the foreign fans can read them as well. And yeah, it's just awesome that the GSL is constantly evolving and getting better and getting more friendly for the foreign fans because there's getting to be more and more and more of them. So huge thanks to them as well. But we're going to have to see what this game has in store for us. TVP is actually a really interesting matchup right now, in my opinion. It's actually one of my favorite matches to play, and I'm saying that as a Terran player. I mean, when I'm Protoss versus Terran, I just wargame. But when I'm a Terran, you can do a lot of different things. You can do drop play. You can do something that we're seeing a lot more often lately, which is a Marine tank medevac against Protoss, which actually works fairly well in certain cases, but Banshee openings as well. So a lot of things that the Terran player can do against Protoss. But we're going to have to see what TT1 has in mind. Any predictions, Kelly?
Well, I doubt he would actually be going Banshee. Otherwise, he would try some form of blocking the front of his base. Pretty much think he would just be going for a normal build and not allow any probing probes to come and scout it. Alternatively, he can also get one Marine out to defend any kind of scouting. And as you have mentioned, Banshees are very strong against Protoss player opening because sometimes they do not get the Observer out really early, and very seldom you actually see Forge opening in this map.
Yeah, pretty often, really. Looks like Yoda doing some scouting of TT1's base, checking for a fast nexus, but he won't see anything like that. Oh, Marine takes down the probe of TT1, so no more scouting for our Protoss player. Second Marine on the way, third Marine rather on the way for IMYoDa. No second gas quite yet. Yeah,
so I do think that he would actually go for a standard bio push, but you have to remember that Marine King Prime actually did this like impossible mass Marine attack for when he was playing MC, and he absolutely crushed MC during the GSL that we saw. I mean, you saw it, right? I mean, were you excited? Were you standing on your chair and shouting and screaming and waving your hands?
Oh man, I was so excited. I couldn't believe it. I really thought Marine King was in trouble after those first couple games, but he proved us all wrong. Now, one interesting thing I wanted to take note of is that until just like 1 second ago, IMYoDa only had one guy in gas. I'm not sure if that was intentional or if that was a mistake. He did get a reactor on his barracks, but kind of an interesting thing to note. We're going to have to see if that was something that's going to hurt him later on in the game, or if maybe that was just a plan for the build. Sometimes there are builds that are very specific to the amount of minerals and gas, and you do only want, you know, 1 or 2 guys in gas. Looks like he is putting up a bunker now as he gets his expansion up and running. 2 gates right now for TT1. I think we're probably going to see an expansion in the next couple seconds from him as well.
Well, it does actually look like TT1. Yep, there you go. There's that expansion over there. And he has 1 sentry out, which is actually not really enough to prevent any aggression on this map because of the RAM. You need 2 sentries to put down 2 force fields. But at the same time, IMYoDa is macroing up, so both of them have quite a little bit of time before any attacks is going to come. And Yoda looks like he's going for that aggression there. I mean, look at the reactor on... I mean, look at the reactor. I mean, he's definitely going for bio push, but, you know, a lot of Terran players we have seen so far do lose to Protoss purely because they do not get enough Vikings. So hopefully we won't see like Yoda making such an amateur mistake.
I really doubt we'll see Yoda making any sort of amateurish mistake. TT1 up to 4 gateways right now. No second gas. Oh, I take it back. He does have a second gas, so we might see a robo fairly soon. But Yoda gets in and sees everything. He sees all 4 gateways, looking for any other hidden tech. And he's basically just going to see whatever he wanted. And that SCV will be taken out. But a big amount of bio. TT1 might actually lose his Stalker. So barely getting away. And it looks like Yoda may just decide to push out and do a little bit of a poke with these Marines.
Well, he's not going to do much over there because look at the sentries. They're standing ready. They don't even need to damage anything at all. All he needs is to actually prevent anything from coming up. Stalker starts back off though, and his Marines looks like they are not going to go on that field trip after all.
Yeah, probably a good idea there. It's a little bit dangerous to push at this point in the game. Stim isn't done, no combat shields, nothing like that. IMYoDa, though, does have his expansion up. Economy-wise, TT1's still a little bit ahead, 40 to 30 gatherers. IMYoDa looking for any sort of early pylons, and TT1 looks like he's going to push. Is IMYoDa going to be ready? I'm going to find out.
I mean, all TT1 needs to do is to get really good force fields off the bunker so that no SCVs can repair it. But at the moment, TT1 does not have that strong of an army yet, so I'm not sure what he wants to do with this. His Stalkers have to be microed very, very well, that is for sure. And at the same time, his force fields must hit so good so that the bunker does go down. And here we go. We might see him go for it.
Yeah, he sent that probe in to check just in time, and I think that's going to make him at least want to wait for a few more rounds of warpins. I don't think he's going to push in right now. He did see most of that army with the probe, and he also saw the SCVs in position to repair as well. There's some zealots coming out. It looks like TT1's going to go for it. Is he going to have enough? The bunker begins to fire. Nice concave for IMYoDa. Force field's going down, preventing all the SCVs from repairing. The bunker instantly dying, but there's so much bio. I don't know if TT1's going to be able to take this. A lot of SCV dying, though, for IMYoDa. Some great force fields by TT1 splitting up that army. And with more warpins from TT1, it may be enough. He's going to back up for just a moment to let the zealots get ahead. And TT1 deciding to pull back. IMYoDa moving up. He does have stim now. It has finished, and TT1 forced to retreat. He will be able to get away now, but a little bit of a scary moment there for TT1.
Well, if you actually saw what Yoda did, he picked up all the Marines onto the medivac, and he dropped them right in front of the force fields to target down those sentries, which is why there was no more force fields coming up for a period of time. And now he has 3 medivacs with a huge fireball. He might actually be, have enough to do damage. But the thing is, he cannot attack up TT1's ramp because of the sentries that are going to be present over there. That means his army might actually be caught. So what he can do is he can lift all his army up and he can put it into TT1's main base. Like, he can just pick up and drop inside. He doesn't even need to go through the front.
Now the nice thing that IMYoDa could have done too, he's not going to be able to do it now because he's going to lose the factory, but he could have used it for vision, but it looks like he's using it to distract TT1. Some of the bio gets in, but it does get split off by force fields. TT1 having to move around his Stalkers to make sure he's not going to take any more damage than he really needed to do. There is a good amount of medevacs out there right now for IMYoDa. TT1 forced to pull his probes off the line. Is it going to be enough? Only 2 Stalkers. GG! And TT1 taken down by IMYoDa with a very strong bio push. Tragic, and the Gom House falls behind 3-2. Things are heating up, Kelly.
Oh man, we need a clutch. Maybe send Dimaga. Dimaga is the clutch player.
We'll have to see who's next.